Hello, hi, good morning. Welcome to my channel What's Behind. So nowadays we are oftenly listening a particular word in this pandemic situation, that is black fungus or black fungal disease or mucor mycosis. So in this session we are going to see what is a black fungus and where does it live, how does it enters into our body, and what are the different kinds of symptoms when it enters into our body and how it will be treated. All these things we are going to discuss. So black fungus, why are we calling it as a black fungus? In the sense, generally it's a kind of fungus, its color gray to black color. That's what it seems black in color, so that we call it as a black fungus. So generally any disease which is caused by the fungus is called as a mycosis. So the mycosis which is caused by the mucor fungus, so that this black fungal disease we are calling as a mucor mycosis. Then where does it live? Generally this mucor or rhizopus live in the soil or rotten vegetable or rotten food or spoiled breads. So here we can observe this black fungus or else mucor. Then how does it enters into the body of COVID patient? Generally in our body there is a protective or defense system that is called as immune system. When any pathogen enters into our body, like bacteria, virus or fungi, whatever it may be, when it enters into our body, our immune system fight against such pathogens. In the COVID, generally SARS-CoV-2 virus enters into our body. So against these viruses our immune system fights. Sometimes this viral load becomes more and more in our body. So accordingly, immune system also responds more and more, which ultimately leads to the damage of our body cells. It is not only going to destroy the virus, it is also destroys our body cells. In such situations, doctors administrate to suppress this immune system. When our immune system is suppressed, so there are so many pathogens around us. So these pathogens try to enter into our body and they cause the diseases which are called opportunistic diseases. They may be by the bacteria, or they may be by the fungus, or they may be by some other viruses. In these cases, to suppress our immune system in COVID-19 patients, generally doctors administrate steroids or corticosteroids. These corticosteroids reduces the inflammation and suppress the immune system. In that cases, in that particular situation, now the black fungus is ready to enter into the body of the COVID patient. So when this fungus enters into the body of COVID patient, ultimately by the contaminated food or by the water or by the inhalation of the spores which contain that particular air. So when we inhale the spores, so they enter into our body. So they are going to enter through the nasal cavity and they are going to settle down in the nasal cavity. Now they are going to multiply there. So ultimately, which is going to cause the infection in the nasal cavity and which ultimately spreads through the facial region. So what are the symptoms here we can see when the black fungus enter into our facial region? So we can see the severe headache, toothache and black color discharge from the nasal cavity, and the earache and the jawbone pain. When this fungus load becomes more and more, ultimately it's going to enter into the central nervous system, which is going to damage even the brain. So when it reaches the brain, there is a chance of death is 50%. So what to do when we see the symptoms? What to do? Whom do we consult? So when we see all these symptoms, we should consult an ENT. So an ENT observes all these symptoms. Accordingly, he is going to prescribe the drugs. So what kind of drugs he is going to administer to us? So depending on the situation and depending on the fungal load in our body, he is going to administrate some antifungal drugs. So depending on the percentage of the infection, he is going to administrate how many days we have to use all these antifungal drugs. We should not take these antifungal drugs of our own, because overusage of these antifungal drugs leads to the damage of our kidney. So we should not take of our own. So this is all about the black fungus. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, definitely I request to share to your near and dears. Till then, have a great day.